First of all, Happy New Year and a good health in the 2013 for everybody, and especially for the people following my channel. I often hear on YouTube channels the declaration, he is not a bodybuilder. That guy is not a bodybuilder. Only because that guy is not big enough, not enough a clone of Flex Wheeler or any other big guy. According to these criteria, I was never a bodybuilder, but I do bodybuilding over 50 years and missed only few trainings. Everything starts from the point where you have started. If you were 45 kilos and very thin, your success is different as for a guy 80 kilos and genetically muscled. Both are bodybuilders, as bodybuilding is the way of living and training, not the aspect. Today often changed with heavy drugs. You can see at Mr. Olympia people who are more invalids as normal people. In my training, I always prefer the technique, the form of the training. The weights were a secondary subject. There is a scientifically proved fact that doing heavy weights is engaging only 75% or less of your muscles, but 25% or more of your connectors, of your tendons. You can pay this after the age of 50 with heavy arthritis. I was having a period of heavier weights and I have pains now during and after training, but I live with the pains and I continue to train. More and more I was learning that the 1 hour training is the best for me. Also training not more as 4 times a week, training all my muscles twice a week. All these modern methods, training once a week one muscle group, are not for me. It's completely wrong and adapted to the drug use by the big guys. I used to train shoulders and back and chest with biceps and triceps, a standard split. At that time, I put legs on my 5th day, only leg training. Now I changed. The more you are aged, the more you need to train your legs. So I discovered that after my training of the body, I do 3 leg exercises, just 3 series each. At the end of my training and before abs, I do 4 times a week leg press, extensions, and hamstrings with calves. If I feel pain in my legs, I divide this to 2 trainings, leg press with calves and extensions with hamstrings, all twice a week after my regular training. I also accepted to train push and pull days. It's better for all the people. It's enough to choose 2 best exercises for each muscle group. I start the week with back and biceps exercises. From the back, I do 4 sets large grip for upper back and 6 sets for lower latissimus. 3 sets on high pulley and 3 sets rowing on a machine horizontally. For biceps, I do 3 exercises each 3 sets. I start with squat triangle, following by biceps pulley with a straight bar, and then 3 sets with a U bar or Z bar if you want. After comes the leg training and abs. In my push day, I start with shoulders, 4 sets overhead presses, 3 sets rail delts, and on a machine usually, and 3 sets lateral rises also on a pulley, one-handed, done 8 from the front and 8 from the back of my body, done as combined set. For the chest, I do pec desk 4 to 5 sets and then flies on the machine 4 sets. For triceps, 1 combined set of down pulley presses and 1 overhead extension exercise. That's all, and plus again the legs. This again twice a week. So I train my whole body twice a week, except the legs after every training. The whole training is a mental bodybuilding training. I concentrate on the very start of each movement and I push slowly all over the full movement, going slightly quicker on the push as on the backward movement, which must be slower. I use usually 15 reps on all my first sets. For the legs, I go even for 20 reps on the first set. In the next coming set, I do usually 12 reps, and only on the last 2 sets, I do 6 to 10 movements. I slightly change the weight on every one set. With legs, it's different. I use at least 12 to 14 reps on my working sets. I prefer to make the legs hot, not to push too heavy, as I do not get any injury during my trainings. An injury healed in the age of 25 can last 3 weeks. In the age of 50 or more, it can last 3 months. The exercises I mentioned here are just examples, but I have to get a system. For chest, you have to get 1 press and 1 connecting exercise. For back, you need 1 large grip and 1 close grip exercise at least. For triceps, 1 push down and 1 overhead extension exercise. This in order to touch the muscle always from all sides. So think about it and train in an intelligent way. Have a nice day, have a nice training, and one more time, all the best for 2013.